What is up, guys? Welcome back to Dan's Reviews, and today we're going to be doing my promised video. I've been promising you guys I'm going to be doing this video. I've been promising for months now, and we are finally doing the video that I've been talking about for months that was requested by you guys. This one is talking about what would I do in a zombie apocalypse. So this is a video I can really discuss in, because this is something that I think I really do want to share with you guys. What would I do, and just all that kind of stuff. So if you missed my video from earlier, the Walking Dead comic book series versus the Walking Dead television series, I will link that video down in the description below. But this video was requested by a lot of people, so I'm not really going to mention one person in specific, but there were a lot of people that wanted to see this video, and you know who you are, the people that have requested this topic before. Okay, so what would I do in a zombie apocalypse? Well, I think the first thing that I would do is I would definitely for sure get food. You gotta have food, okay? That is the first thing, even before guns, and I'll tell you guys why. Because if you just think about it, you get food, right? Once you run out, you're gonna start getting dehydrated. You might even die of just because you don't get food, because you can't find any eventually. So get as much as food as possible. So that is the first step. Second step, then you're going to want to get your guns. You're going to want to get your firepower, that type of deal. But first things first is the supplies. The food. All of that stuff. Medication, because you'll die without that. Eventually, longest, a couple years if you don't have any of that. So, yeah. And you need water. You need that. That's the first thing. So yeah. Then of course, then you're gonna want to get your guns. So that's gonna be, you have to earn those. In a zombie apocalypse, you're gonna have to earn those. But get as many as you can get at the time. Right. That's another thing. Because people are gonna go crazy on the guns. They're gonna go crazy on the food. So the guns is the second step. Then the third step, you're going to try to get as many people on your side as possible, because you want to have a strong group, because if there's people trying to come at you, trying to take your supplies, they will lose because you have that many people. So that's the third step. That is the third step for sure, is get all your friends, your family, everything like that, as much as possible. As many of them that survive, which that is unfortunate, but it's possible that most of them could be killed. But, because it's a zombie apocalypse. But the ones that are alive, you keep them next to you, and you pair up with people that you trust, and yeah, that's it. And then what happens then? I don't think you should stay at a home, that type of deal, a house. Unless you really make it safe, unless you have guards or whatever. But a house, you need more room. So what I would say is either live on a farm like Herschel. That's one thing. That's one of the safest places you could possibly be at. Like the ranch, if you're The Walking Dead. Like the leader said, this is the safest place to live in a world gone mad, and it's one of them for sure. A prison, that's you're taking chances there, because I don't know about that one, but just mainly because of the fact that there could be a lot of dead bodies in there, and it took a lot for Rick's troop to clear the prison anyway. So yeah. But I'd have to say that I think after that you need to find a safe place. That is for sure. And then you just survive, but you gotta have the numbers. You have to have the numbers. Otherwise, you won't have the advantage. You simply won't, because that's just the way it'll go. And I think that's basically, those are the steps. First, you get food, you get supplies, you get medication, you get water, you get all the stuff, you get the food, take the cans mostly. Don't get anything that expires. And then you take guns, if you can, as many firearms, as many weapons, even knives. Start with kitchen knives, to get to the food. And because you gotta have a weapon of some kind in the zombie apocalypse. Can't go unarmed. You can't do that. people in the zombie apocalypse that think you can do that, you can't. That's impossible. So yeah, that's step number 2 is get the guns. Then after that, you want to connect with as many people as possible. You find a safe place, and also because you have so many people, nobody's going to bully you. Nobody's going to try to take your stuff because you'll be a force of nature, and that is one thing for sure. You gotta have at least the numbers, like at least half of the amount that Negan has, somewhere around there. Because you need to have, a decent amount of people to survive, because you need to get used to the world to be out on your own. If you're out on your own, and it's day 1 of zombie apocalypse, you'll die because you won't know what to do. You might try to fight them, you might know what that kind of world is, but it'd be dangerous, right? Because you'd be on your own. So definitely try to get as many people as possible as well. People that you can trust, people that you've met before, and people that you can trust. Don't take in too many strangers because you just never know. So I think that's it. I think that's how you should survive in a zombie apocalypse. Those are the steps from 1 to I don't even know how many now, but I gave you guys, that's basically, I think that's how you really should survive in a zombie apocalypse. If you don't follow those steps, you might get some problems. So, yeah. But anyway, guys, make sure to write your comments below. Was this video, what you thought? And, yeah, make sure to write your comments below, and I will see you guys really soon for another Walking Dead video.